Good morning, parents, and good morning, learners, on this Thursday. I hope it's going very well with all of you, and we are here for some maths. So I hope you are ready. You can get your books, and let's begin. Okay, guys, so let's start. Open your books on page 97. So we're going to start with, we're going to continue counting from where we ended yesterday. We are still busy with the target 300. Okay, so here we start with the number 301. Again, we're going to fill in all the missing places. Okay, but as you can see, they skipped one and then they jumped to 281. So like I've told you last week, the first thing you have to do is see, are they counting forward or are they counting backwards? Okay, so as you can see here, it starts with 301 and then it jumps to 281. So you can then see they are counting backwards. Okay. Now what you have to find out is they are counting backwards in which numbers. You can still use that 200 sheet. I know it's 200 sheet and not a 300 sheet. But if you close the 3 and just imagine it's a 2, then you can see which numbers, how many times they are skipping. Because it's 301, then it's suddenly 81. So are they counting in fives? Are they counting in tens? Are they counting in twos? What's the pattern that they are following? And if you see they are counting in tens, so that means it's going to be 291. So they're counting backwards in tens. So you can just minus 10 each time. Okay, minus 10. Minus 10, and then you will end over there. Now, showing and comparing. So write the numbers that go in each card. Okay, again, here we are doing tens, units, and hundreds. Some of them has hundreds. All of them has hundreds, in fact. Okay, so remember, this is a number. Number 298. How many digits does this number have? It has 1, 2, 3 digits. Each digit has its own value. This one is hundreds, this one is tens, this one is units. So can you see, just like last week, again they are breaking up. They are separating the hundreds, the tens, and the units from each other. That's why if you want to do this, do it if you think it will help you. Okay, let's look at the example. So we have 200. So that 200 means it's 200 plus 910. It means it's 90 plus how many units? 8. So therefore 200 plus 90 plus 8 gives you at the end of the day 298. So we already have the big answer there. They want us to break it up. I'm going to do one with you, then you will do the rest. So again, guys, remember this is a number. This number has 1, 2, 3 digits. Each digit has a value. The value for the 2 is hundreds. The value for the 0 there is tens. The value for the 8 is units. Now this is very important because this may confuse you. How many hundreds are there? There are 2 hundreds, so it means it's 200. Now look at the tens. How many tens are there? 0. So that means there are 0 tens. Can you see? You must still write it underneath the correct value. How many units there are? 8. You do not have to write a double 0. You can actually just write 1 0. So it means 200 plus 0 plus 8 is 208. Even though there's no tens, we still show that there was 0 tens, but there were still units. Therefore, we cannot ignore the 10 and just put an 8 there. We have to still write the tens. Okay, so you will see, remember when you do it at the next numbers. So if you like, you can write hundreds, tens, units at each number. Okay, at the bottom at B, you have to write the numbers in order from smallest to biggest. So start with the smallest number and end with the biggest one. Look at the numbers at the top here. Which one is the smallest one? Then you write it first. Then you continue. So start with the smallest and go up to the biggest. Okay, at the bottom, write the missing numbers. So we did that again. We did this last week as well. So we start here with 200 and it ends with 300 because it's going like that. Okay, so here you can see we started with 200. Then we added 25. 200 plus 25 is 225. So now, what did they use to get to this number? So we now have to jump from 225 to 235. How much did they add? Because you have to write that in there. So an easy way to do it is you can start with the biggest number at the top, 237 minus 225. 7 minus 5 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. So there's the answer. It means they've added 12 plus 12. Because 225 plus 12 is 237. Now you do the next one. Now we have 237 and we have 249. What did they use to get to 249? So again, you can do this method. Put the bigger one at top, minus it with the smaller one, then you get your answer over there. Okay, that's what you do at page 97. Page 98. Let's all go now to page 98. Let's just erase that over there. Okay, adding and subtracting with hundreds. Okay, so again, here we have the blocks, the big blocks. If you have one big block, you know it represents 100. The single long blocks, the tall blocks, represent tens. So there are 1, 2, 3 tens. And the single blocks, the red ones, represent units. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Therefore, it's 100 plus 30 plus 4. And they did it over there. Okay. But, again, they want this number plus this number. So it's 134 plus 143. Because this time, remember, one big block, it's 100 tens units. Okay. So, again, they've added the 200s together. That's why it's 200. Now they've added the 2 units together. We can make a plus there. 40 plus 30 is 70. Then they've added the 2 units together, which 4 plus 3 makes 7. Now you can just add it all together to get your final answer. Again, guys, look at the bottom. We are now again busy with Busi and Dumi's method. The only difference is last week we only did numbers that had tens and units. This week we are doing numbers that has hundreds, tens, and units. But still we are using the same methods to do these equations. Okay, so it's exactly like last week. The only difference, now we have hundreds. Okay, so you're just going to continue using Dumi's method in all the yellow blocks, using, this is Busi, using Dumi's method in all the pink blocks. All right. Again, let's look at the example over here. We have 132 plus 123. Busi, what did she do again? Again, you can use brackets to help you. So, she took all the hundreds. That 100 goes there, that 100 goes there. Then, she plussed all the tens together. There's the 10 there, there's the 10 there. 3 tens is 30, 2 tens is 20. Then she added all the units together. 2 plus 3. Now, 100 plus 100 is 200. 30 plus 20, 50. 2 plus 3, 5. And now she can add hundreds, tens, and units together. 200 plus 50 plus 5 is 255. Dumi, 132 plus 123. She, Soma, did the adding here. Remember, she didn't do the first part. She didn't expand the first part. She decided 100 plus 100 is 200. 30 plus 20 is 50. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then she got to her answer. Okay, so that's what you're going to do on page 98. And here on page 99 at the top, you're just going to continue. At the bottom part of page 99, remember, is the last page for today. You are going to do subtraction. Okay, A, B, and C, there, it was addition. This side, it's subtraction. Again, the same as last week, except this time we have hundreds. Okay, again, we have Busi, we have Dumi. Make brackets. For me, it's easier. If you find it easier as well, you can do it as well. Because the inside of the bracket will be the minus, but still, they have to add it together. Okay, so this time, minus. So it's 100 minus 100. Remember, because hundreds. Now she went to the tens. There's the tens. So it's 50 minus 40. Then she went to the units. It's 8 minus 6. 100 minus 100 is 0. Plus 50 minus 40, 10. Plus 8 minus 6 is 2. And now she added together to get the final answer. Dumi's method, she didn't do the first step. She just subtracted from there. 100 minus 100 is 0. 50 minus 40 is 10. 8 minus 6 is 2. And got to the answer. Answers are the same, but the method is different. Okay, so that's what you're going to do there. Okay, guys, so that's the last page for today, page 99. We will see you again tomorrow.